Howdy, howdy, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all this juicy ass story yesterday and the day before. I was going to tell y'all yesterday, but I forgot. Okay, so y'all know that I don't drive, right? It's not about my driving, it's about y'all out there. The people out here, y'all don't know how to drive, so I don't drive. So I have a nice little Uber and Lyft bill, though. Anyways, so day before yesterday, I wanted to go to the store, like the corner store that's like 2 blocks up, but it was too hot. So I was like, I'm gonna book an Uber. So the Uber comes to get me. I just broke my microphone. Oh yeah, I really did break it. Okay, so the Uber comes to get me, and when I go to get in the car, the door is locked. So I look in the passenger side, and she's like rushing to put stuff away. I'm like, that's suspicious. So I'm like, oh gosh. But I'm like, I'm only going 2 blocks. I should be okay. So I get in the car and she's like talking and I'm like, hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Making small talk. So I'm like, what brought you to this area? And she's like, my boyfriend. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. That's really unfortunate. Everybody comes to this area because their boyfriend or their girlfriend brings them here and then they get stuck here. It's like, I don't know. It's like the Twilight Zone. Like if you come here with a partner, you leave here. You never leave here. Your partner leaves and you're stuck here. So, anyways, I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you." Right? And she's like, "He's dead." And so immediately I'm like, "Fuck!" Foot in mouth. Okay. So I'm like, I'm sorry. I said, "Well," I said, so I'm like, "I'm sorry. How are you doing?" And before I even said like, "Got the how are you doing out?" She starts, he was murdered, but I didn't do it. I was like, okay. Do you have child locks on the back door? That's what I was thinking in my brain. But in my brain, I said, that's very unfortunate for you. And she was like, yeah, I was actually right over the state line. I was driving his semi when they pulled me over and they took me to the police station and questioning. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, what? I'm like, this lady has diarrhea of the mouth, right? I'm like, so, how long have you lived here, right? I'm thinking, like, how long ago did this man die? Like, did it just happen yesterday? Why did Uber let you drive for them? I have questions. I have thoughts. Like, what's really going on here? So she was like, no, he's been dead for 6 months now. The investigation is getting wrapped up. And I'm like, okay. I had a headband on over it because y'all saw I had a new wig on. And I really did take that headband off and start wiping down everything I had touched in that car. I don't think I'm going to be using their services anymore. So, anyways, I went on Craigslist and placed an ad for an assistant that can drive because I would rather hire somebody from Craigslist than to get another Uber again with people like volunteering that they're not murderers the second you get in. Is it just me? Has that ever happened to y'all?